Remember, we talked about creating a product that was there essentially just to prove your credibility and expertise. You don't necessarily expect this to sell. One of the examples we used was 50 hours of coaching, basically a done-for-you service to help a new entrepreneur set up their business. We're going to create the sales letter for that now. And the purpose of this sales page is to establish credibility and an expectation of worth. So in the sales page, in passing, what you're doing really is indicating that you're worth $200 an hour. This is a strategic place for you to build your worth without really pitching them. So you build this into your $10,000 package. They're getting that 50 hours of your expertise where you're going to build their business for them at $200 per hour. You could make this a 25-hour program where you offer support and then you do all the copywriting for them as a package deal. Basically, this is something you could deliver. It's not likely that you're going to have to, but you could deliver, and it establishes a lot of value for you. Now, if you decide to create an additional course and set it at a high ticket price to establish value, make sure that the digital course is already created in case someone buys it. So if you're choosing to make a product instead of selling, say, access to you, make sure that you can actually deliver on it. Make sure you're prepared regardless of the route that you choose for this credibility piece. This approach will accomplish a few things. It allows you to separate yourself from all the other people online that are selling a $7 solution. I know that low-ticket entry products are really popular right now, and you may go there, but it's also good to show your expertise. Think about it. If someone gets on the phone with you after being exposed to a $10,000 solution versus getting on the phone with someone who is selling a $7 solution, who's going to be able to sell a higher price coaching package? Generally, the person who's promoted themselves to be worth $10,000 and not $7 or $37. Now, of course, you can build them up the funnel. There's definitely exceptions and tactics, but as a general rule, we want something that establishes us as high value. Now, the second thing that you've done with this product or service or letter is you've established an hourly rate. So you're going to outline in the sales letter what your rate is, say $200 or $400 or $500 an hour, whatever it is. Remember, the sales letter doesn't exist for the purpose of selling the $10,000 coaching program. It exists to establish the fact and expectation of your worth. The sales letter isn't designed to sell anything to them. So because it's not designed to sell anything except what you're worth, you can quote anything in the sales letter that you want, and you don't really have to worry about split testing this page. That means that you can take 3 or 4 paragraphs and talk about your expertise and why you charge what you do. You could have a few paragraphs about people that you've helped in the past. Please make sure that you follow FTC disclaimers on testimonials or whatever your country or region requires, but you can say what you want on this page. You could also include 2 or 3 paragraphs about the success that you've had. Anything you want to teach people about yourself that creates the credibility that you want with them, you can include in this sales letter. Of course, please make sure that everything you write is 100% true. When they read your sales letter, they're not actually reading it for this information. But when they read this stuff, it's going to go in their mind and it's going to sit there forever. In the sales letter, you're not begging them to buy your program, so there's no long close. You're not actually trying to sell it. Instead, just include a one-liner that says something like, if you're serious about changing your life, then sign up today. Don't include the typical sales letter stuff that you see. Why not? The purpose of this is to set up a future sale. You can expose your list to this sales letter in the first 3 or 4 days of them being on your list, and it can help establish your worth.